All right, I'm gonna get straight to the point. There's two things. There's two sides in the gym. One side is right and one side is wrong. And my opinion might be this and your opinion might be that, or vice versa. But to get results, we all know that you have to put in the work, right? So what I'm trying to say is there's 11 days to New Year's, right? And I want you to learn this and understand this before New Year's even start. Because I know most people are waiting to New Year's to start hitting the gym and start dieting. But right now, you celebrating your holidays and you doing your chilling or whatever, eating your food, whatever, doing what you do. But guess what? That makes you gain weight. But guess what? You're going to get it off during New Year's. If, and only if, you listen to what I say in this video. And what I'm about to say is this. There's two types of people in the gym. The type that work out and the type that just socialize. Now, yes, there's a ratio that you can have somewhere in between, a 60-40, this and that and the third. But if you want real results from your diet or your workout, you need to be more close to that serious side. This side over here saying nothing matters and blah, blah, blah. They're going to do the same thing they did last year and they're going to fail. All right. So those people probably already clicked off the video because they don't even want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? But for those who are still here, that want to hear this, that want their results, I'm going to tell you like this. You got 11 days to stop offending yourself in the gym. And what do I mean by that? When I'm working out and I'm dialed in, that dialed in eye of the tiger, that dog in you, that beast mode that you need to get results. Yes, if you're a beginner, you need to work your way up to that. But that's up to you. That's all on you if you're going to level up or not. If you're going to start the right way, if you're going to learn what you need to learn, that is up to you. Nobody can grant you this. You're not going to manifest it. It's not going to happen because you want it to happen or you feel like, that, and it's going to fall in your lap and somebody that's fit is going to be able to give you some of their fitness. They can give you some advice, but it's up to you or who you want to listen to. It's up to you what you're going to do with the advice. It's up to you when you fall, are you going to get back up? It's all up to you, right? So a lot of people get offended when I'm in the gym and I'm going hard and I'm lifting, I'm doing my thing. I ain't talking to nobody, got my headphones on, right? Another person, well, before I say that, a lot of people say this doesn't happen to them, so it don't exist. Yes, it does. It only happens when you're doing your thing. It only happens when you're dialed in. If you're not dialed in, of course it's not going to happen. No offense. But people offend themselves because you know that this person ain't going to talk to you. And if they do, they might talk to you a little bit. They're not going to get into a real drawn out conversation because that's wasting their time in the gym. They want results. They didn't come there to waste their time in the gym. If a person didn't call you and tell you to meet up with them in the gym, they don't owe you their time in the gym. But that person will always get offended and get mad and say you're acting funny and this and that and third. And people will gang up on you in every gym I've been to. Oh, what's wrong with that guy? He's a dick. What's wrong with him? And they see that you're doing something. But if you're not doing anything, they don't even bother you. So a lot of people probably looking at it like, well, don't do nothing then. Then you're not going to get your results. You have to put in the work. The work is how you get the results. The results is the reward of the work and vice versa. Because you got to love what you're doing too. You know what I'm saying? You got to love what you're doing. You got to pick workouts that you know you can stick to. Just like dieting. There's a million different diets and most of them work. But if it's something that you're not going to stick to, then it's not going to work for you. If you love carbs and you pick keto, most likely you're not going to stick to that keto diet. You're going to have to force yourself. If you love lifting heavy weights and you pick Pilates, most likely you're not going to stick to those Pilates. You got to pick a workout routine that fits your goals or what you're trying to do. Also a diet routine that fits your goals or what you're trying to do. But within that picking, you're going to have to pick a way that you can stick to and that's effective, all right? Because if you're doing something that's not effective, sticking to it ain't gonna make no difference, all right? Like if you're dieting and you never get into a caloric deficit, it's not gonna make a difference what you pick because you ain't getting that shit. All right? But stop offending yourself in the gym, because if your feelings get hurt when a person doesn't talk to you, understand that that person's not there for you. He's not offending you. You're offending yourself because you set yourself up for that. All right? A lot of people don't disagree, but there's other people in the gym who also came there just to socialize. They never talk to them. They never talk to each other. They always talk to the person. Not, and a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, this is to learn from you." No, it is not. They don't ask no fitness questions, and if you try to give them fitness advice, they're not hearing it. They don't want to hear it. They want to talk about everything else. Something they saw on BT. Something they saw on MTV, something they saw on baseball, football, the weather, your job, what you be doing, and how's your family, and my whole life story. I was born, and then I went to school, and then and I ended up at the gym right here with you. Now, what I want to do, then they tell you their past, their present, their future, either telling you theirs or asking you about yours, or both. We're not here for that. All right, this year coming up, 2026, if you want to make a change in your life, leave that bush in 2025. Leave it there. Leave it there. I'm not saying you can't talk in a gym. I talk in a gym sometimes, but I only talk to people who know it's like a double dutch. You got to know when to jump in and jump out. You got to know when to jump in and jump out, right, of a conversation, all right? And the worst time to talk to somebody is when they got some weight on the bar and they ready and they about to go grab it, and mid stride you stop. Happens every time. That's why I be working out by myself in a gym that's empty. All right, and a lot of times it don't be empty. It's very hard to get an actual empty gym, right? And it's like it could be one or two people. They just two people in the gym, they gotta be that close to each other. Like, come on, man, I don't care what nobody else do. I just care when they messing up mine. You know what I'm saying? They will snatch you up into a conversation real quick. Stop your whole and don't even care. And they will follow you around. They come work out next to you, and then if you give up on that workout and go do something else, then they either follow you over there or they go do something else. Meaning you just came over here to be next to me. You want to be next to where the work is done. It's like, it was a Seinfeld, I think it was Seinfeld, back in the days on stand-up comedy or whatever. I think, what was it on the show? I think he did some stand-up before the show. I forget, I don't remember. But he said something about when the hood of a car is open and somebody's in there working on it, all the guys from the neighborhood will come stand around with the beers and stuff. They ain't coming to help them. They just want to be next to the work. I don't need you helping them in the gym, all right? Now, yeah, sometimes you might need a spotter or whatever, but a lot of times I'll be doing stuff that you can't spot somebody on the deadlift. I don't need your help on the deadlift. Why are you all over me, dog? Same thing on anything, even if it's something that you think I need help, why not ask? And then I say no, and then you go on about your business. Or I say, yeah, you help me out. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not really, I look at it like this, man. To me, it's not really a team effort. Even if you got workout, I work out alone. I don't do workout partners. I don't do workout groups or none of that. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. You got pack wolves and you got lone wolves, and I'm the lone wolf. That's not saying anything wrong with the pack wolf. But even if you are a pack wolf, even if you work out in groups or duos or whatever you do, when it's your turn at the bar or whatever you're doing, your results come from what you do. It doesn't come from what the other people in your crew do. It comes from what you do. Watching somebody else lift, yeah, it can help you learn how to do it. But if you never get to it, then what are you doing? And you paying a membership just to come and just look at other people work out? Or interrupt them or whatever, socialize? And that's cool. That's cool. A lot of people, most people go to the gym just to socialize. But I'm telling you, I'm not saying whether you should go to the gym to socialize or work hard. That's up to you. One has results. The other one has, well, they both got results, really. You got socialized friendship results, and you got, your building your muscle, burning your fat, burning calories, working on your cardio, working on your flexibility, your speed, whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, that comes from work. That doesn't come from talk. It doesn't. Like I said, you can have a ratio. There's people in the gym that I'm cool with talking to. Only the people that let me do my work. Actually, that might help sometimes. That might boost me up sometime. But a long, drawn out conversation, 30 minutes, I just did a hard set, and now I gotta stay hot. You know what I'm saying? I done cooled off. I done lost my focus. I done lost my, you know what I'm saying? My momentum, I done lost it. I gotta get it back. That folk, man, it's hard to get it back. Sometimes you won't. We only human. Just being honest. That means this and that means that. No, what about yours? I gotta get mine, you gotta get yours. Don't forget about yours, man. For me, that's wrong. I mean, when somebody clearly, especially when they tell you, like, why don't you tell them? I be telling them. Especially when you tell them, hey, bro, like, hey, man, I just came here to work out. I drove out of town to get here. I got to drive back out of town to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. But the next year come around, I don't know why I ain't getting no gains or whatever. Or they go the unnatural route because they think they can't do it. Dieting and working out. Building muscle, and they do them roids and stuff, or dieting and they do all this weight loss medicine nowadays people doing. I tried everything else. No, you didn't. You didn't even count your calories. You ain't tried none of the stuff I be doing. You tried everything. No, you tried everything that you guessed. Everything that you thought you knew. You didn't try to do the things that 99% of people that fail refuse to do. You refuse to track. It's too much of a job. It's just simple math. You refuse to put weight on a bar and lift it because it's heavy, it's hard. Dog, you don't have to put the same weight somebody else put on. Put on what's good for you and work your way up. People don't want to start from the bottom and then slowly graduate. People want it all or they ain't doing nothing. It's crazy. That's the craziest thing I ever heard of in my life. But it's common. A lot of things I'm saying, a lot of people say, oh, that's common sense. Nah. It is. It should be. It sounds like it. When I'm saying it, you seem like you already knew. Because it's simple. Keep it simple. Simple is the way. Steady, slow and steady is actually faster than doing the fastest ways. Because the fastest way to lose weight and the fastest way to build muscle and the fastest way to do this and that and the third, unless you're going unnatural, most likely ain't going to work. And if you're going unnatural, it ain't going to work long term. It's going to hurt you in the long run. Weight loss or muscle building. There's people that I know that start taking that weight loss stuff, right? I ain't naming none of the names or whatever. I asked the person, like, you ain't look up the side effects? Oh, there's side effects? Didn't even know there were side effects. Already been on the stuff. Not me. I'm saying they already have been on the stuff. I would never. It ain't worth it. Honestly. I wouldn't say I'd rather stay fat. But I'm just telling you, weight loss ain't hard when you do simple things. When you stick to the script. when you stop rushing things and you stop listening to people who are in the same boat. There's no way if I became overweight again, and I knew this before I was even a beginner. There's some things beginners know and certain things other beginners don't know, and vice versa. We all different, right? But there was no way I was listening to another overweight person who haven't lost no weight. And no offense, because everybody get offended. Stop offending yourself, because you got to step back and look at the bigger picture and put your feelings and pride aside. There was no way I was listening to somebody else who haven't had any success. Yeah, they can't tell me what to do. They can probably tell me what not to do, what got them in that boat, which probably I would already know because we are in the same boat. Probably something similar. I.e. overeating. You know what I'm saying? Bad food choices. Yeah, of course, a little bit of genetics, a little bit of this and that. But even with the worst genetics, the worst metabolism, the worst whatever, everybody on earth can lose weight if they do the right things. Every time I see somebody fail and I look at what they did and didn't do, 99% of them didn't track their progress, and they went to the gym chatty patty, talking, conversating, whole time. Little warm-up sets here and there, bullshit, man. I'm like, come on, man. In other people's way, all in everybody's face, just following people and just, man, I had a, yo, I got a video called Freaky Jason, right? Type in Rep and Time Fitness Freaky Jason. This dude, man, this dude will follow you around the gym. I yelled in his face one time because he wouldn't stop. Because, man, he'll follow you to the locker room. He'll follow you to your car at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, and stuff like that. He tried to follow me home twice. People are like that in the gym. Once they see that you're doing something that they, I don't know, man. What is it? I don't know. But you got 11 days to figure out who you're going to. You got 11 days to find out your fitness journey identity. Who are you going to be? Don't wait to figure it out. Who are you going to be? Okay, you might wait to start dieting. I advise against that, even though it's just 11 days left. I've been advising against that for years. Not even just this year. For years. Ever since I've been on YouTube, I've been advising against waiting. Type in Rep and Time Fitness waiting for New Year's and see how many videos you see. I've been advising against it for years. But okay, I can't tell you what to do. Do what you want to do. But your best bet is to come up with a plan before you even start. That way you ain't starting like, what do I do? You already got a plan. And part of that plan needs to be, what's my gym identity? What woman, whoever are you in the gym? Am I the person that does this, or am I the person that does that? Am I the person that just walks up and leans on something and starts talking to everybody and talking to the people at the front desk and talking to somebody else and talking to somebody else and talking to am I the person that's just, am I the person that's chasing his goals or not? It's that simple. You pick. Or am I somebody in the middle? Like I said, you can have a ratio. You know, don't expect the same results. If you're the type of person that does nothing but work, there's nothing wrong with having friends, but expect barely any friends. There's people that's going to admire you because you put in work. But expect, there's going to be, you can still get friends that way. But those friends are going to be most likely people on the same page and then know, yo, you could talk to me. We could talk after we work, man. Like we could chop it up after we work. After we work, we can chop it up. Yeah, sometimes I might have somewhere to go. You might have somewhere to go, and that's cool. But if we ain't got no, we chilling, we got some, shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying? That builds morale. That keeps us both going. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not dissing people when I say this. See, people don't understand. I should have said this in the beginning of the video. People be misunderstanding. Some people misunderstand on purpose, I think, because I'd be like, that should be common sense. It should be, but it's not. Or you're going to be the person that talks all the time. You might find some friends, but most people, all the people that's trying to do what they call, They're gonna look at you as the annoyance. I'm just keeping it real, and I can't speak for everybody. But just imagine trying to do something that you put your all into, and somebody just keeps stopping you, stopping you, stopping you. You might not be really into working out. You might not be having really muscle building goals and strength building goals and numbers and all that yet, or never, and that's cool. But think about something. Put yourself in that person's shoes. Think about something that you are into. That said thing, I don't know the thing, you know it. I know you more than I know you. I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? From a can of paint. No disrespect. Here go you, here go a can of paint. I can't tell the difference. You know you, alright? You know that you're not a can of paint. You know who you are. And you know what you into. Now imagine that same said thing, somebody keep on messing you up. I don't care if you're in the video games. You get to a part that you couldn't barely beat. Now you get to, you see the light, you can do it all, and somebody smack the control out your hand. How you gonna feel? That's how I feel when you messing with me in the gym. But also, that's dangerous. People don't see the danger. You putting somebody in danger. Somebody could get injured by your distractions and your horseplay and your get out of here, dog. No, but comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. Watch the playlist, watch the video posted on your screen. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already subscribed, go through all my old videos and find a game plan. Write down notes and ask me questions. I'm here. Ask me questions in the comments. I answer. Comment, like, subscribe, and share, holler back at your boy. Peace.